Anime fans love to talk about the biggest, most hyped shows of the year. But what about the hidden gems? The ones that didn't get enough attention despite being absolute bangers? Well, today, we're fixing that by looking at the most underappreciated anime of 2024. These shows deserved more love, and if you missed them, now's the perfect time to catch up. This is Emiverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Number 10, The Fable. An anime about a legendary hitman who's ordered to take a break? That's right. Instead of wiping out targets left and right, Fable has to live a completely normal life without killing anyone. The concept is hilarious, but the execution? Even better. This anime gives off John Wick vibes, but imagine if Wick had to spend a year being a law-abiding citizen, trying to survive without doing what he does best. The comedy is top tier, and the action still slaps hard. But somehow, people slept on it. Maybe they thought a hitman taking a break wasn't exciting enough. But trust me, watching a trained killer struggle with social norms is peak entertainment. Number 9, MF Ghost Season 2. You'd think that with how much people worship Initial D, its spiritual successor would be a big deal, right? Nope. MF Ghost continues the high-speed legacy, but for some reason, it didn't get the love it deserved. Blame it on the CG cars, which actually look way better than people expected, or the fact that Initial D fans are stuck in nostalgia. But come on. The races are still intense, the story is solid, and Kanata Katagiri is carrying the torch like a champ. If you're craving some high-speed action and sick Eurobeat vibes, this anime is a must-watch. Number 8, Dead Dead Demons, DDD Destruction. Yes, that title is a mouthful, but don't let it scare you away. This anime takes alien invasions and spins them into something completely different. Instead of a standard Earth versus aliens war, we get a satirical, sometimes depressing look at how humanity just moves on despite an ongoing invasion. It's weird, it's thought-provoking, and it has some of the most unique storytelling in 2024. Yet, it barely got any attention. Maybe people thought it was just another sci-fi anime? Big mistake. It's an experience that hits hard, and if you love deep, emotional stories, you need to give it a shot. Number 7, Brave Bang Bravern. A mecha anime that actually has hype battles? In 2024? And yet, almost no one talked about it. This show came in with an explosive start, featuring intense robot battles, a cool protagonist, and a surprisingly deep story. But let's be real, mecha anime have been struggling for mainstream popularity for years. Unless you slap the name Gundam on it, people don't care. But Brave Bang Bravern proves that mecha can still be fun, fast-paced, and full of that classic giant robot energy. If you miss the old-school mecha vibes with a modern twist, this one's worth watching. Number 6, Viral Hit. If you love webtoons, you probably already know about this one. But for anime-only fans, Viral Hit flew under the radar. Imagine a bullied high school student who becomes a YouTube fighter, taking on thugs and climbing the ranks of underground street fights, all while live streaming it. It's basically a mix of God of High School and Baki, but with a social media twist. The fights are brutal, the story is gripping, and watching the main character go from weak to OP is insanely satisfying. So why didn't it blow up? Probably because people didn't expect a streamer fight anime to be this good. Their loss. Number 5, Grandpa and Grandma Turn Young Again. We've seen tons of anime about people turning into kids or teenagers again, but this one? Pure gold. A wholesome, funny, and sometimes emotional series about an elderly couple who suddenly become young again. But here's the twist. It's not about reliving high school drama. Instead, it focuses on their life together, appreciating their second chance while dealing with the changes around them. It's refreshing, heartwarming, and honestly, we need more anime like this. But I get it. No swords, no explosions, no overpowered MC, so people overlooked it. Big mistake. Number 4, Yatagarasu, The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master. Historical anime are always hit or miss with mainstream audiences, but Yatagarasu deserved better. Based on a famous Japanese novel, this series blends political intrigue, drama, and culture into a gripping story. Think Kingdom, but with a focus on the imperial court instead of war. The characters are deep, the setting is immersive, and the stakes are real. If you enjoy historical anime with rich world building, this is a must-watch. Number 3, Metallic Rouge. Studio Bones went all in with this one, giving us an action-packed sci-fi thriller with androids, conspiracies, and stylish fights. Sounds like a hit, right? Somehow it still got overshadowed. Maybe people were expecting another Psycho-Pass or Ghost in the Shell, but Metallic Rouge stands on its own. The animation is stunning, the action sequences are fluid, and the story keeps you hooked. It's a crime that this anime didn't get more recognition. Number 2. Unnamed Memory, a fantasy romance anime that actually has great world building and a solid plot. Yep, and yet it went unnoticed by most anime fans. We follow a cursed prince who seeks out a powerful witch to help him, but instead of the usual "I hate you" trope, their relationship actually develops in a meaningful way. The writing is mature, the romance is well-paced, and the fantasy setting feels lived in. It's proof that romance anime don't have to be cliché. If you skip this one, go back and watch it. Number 1. Dungeon People. And finally, the most underappreciated anime of 2024, Dungeon People. This show took the typical dungeon exploring formula and turned it on its head. Instead of some overpowered hero grinding levels, we follow a girl searching for her missing father inside a dungeon by getting a job there. Yep, instead of fighting monsters, she learns the business side of dungeon life, setting traps, managing resources, and running the whole operation. It's creative, hilarious, and way more fun than you'd expect. But because it didn't follow the usual isekai tropes, a lot of people ignored it. Their loss? Because Dungeon People was one of the freshest anime of the year. And there you have it. These anime deserved more love in 2024, but it's never